Yeah. Oh, that's a lot better.
That is a lot better. Malibu, guys.
Yeah, welcome back to the False Nine Podcast. If you guys can't notice, we got a mic.
Oh, right.
Yep.
And hopefully they could tell just by the sound.
Yeah, hopefully they could tell. They're gonna hear that for sure.
Yeah. Sorry, boy or lady.
Yeah, but guys, we got a new mic. I picked it up Wednesday afternoon after work. And this mic originally is $130.
How much you get it for?
$95.
I thought it was $70. But that's a steal, bro.
That's something.
How do you feel about it so far?
I like it. It makes me excited. And not because it's shaped like it. You can put it up somewhere. But it's funny, bro, because the whole pickup process of this mic was so sketch. She was like, you gotta meet me at the police department.
What?
Yeah, bro. And she's like, meet me in the front. And I was like, yo, like, and then she was just like, I'm sorry. Like, and then, like, she was checking my bills, bro, like this.
What? Wow.
Yeah. She was like, you know. And I was like, is there a reason why you're doing that? And she's like, oh, my husband's just a cop. And I heard people get, like, robbed and shit. Scammed all the time.
Okay.
And I'm like, I mean, I guess, but, like, I really just want the mic, you know?
Uh-huh.
And then she was like, I'm sorry. I'm just like this. I'm
yeah.
Like, all right. And then when I'm leaving, her husband's pulling out.
Oh.
Cause I see her walking and she talks to him, and like I was like, oh shit, that's his husband. That's her husband. Then. And I'm like, heck no, man, y'all be tweaking out here.
That is a little sketchy.
Like it's sketchy to the point, like that she that worried, you know?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I don't know, it's weird. Like, you don't gotta be that scared.
I've never been. Well, nothing's like that ever happened to me, so
it is good.
Can't relate.
Just like tea.
Oh, the drink?
Yeah.
We got some Jack Daniels. Tennessee honey, the one in the can, whiskey, honey, and lemonade.
It tastes like tea.
Tastes pretty good.
It tastes really good. It's gonna get me stupid.
Yeah, hopefully, bro. I'm hoping I get there too.
We need to get a sponsor deal with Jack one day,
dude. So, what are we gonna talk about today?
I don't know.
we have like two big subjects we really want to touch on today.
I know we've been talking about wanting to talk about guys' emotions and feelings, but the conversation we had prior to this
was pretty interesting.
I wish it would have been on tape, you know, even just for us.
Yeah, and that's the thing too, man. We just have to get those conversations recorded because
they're
interesting.
Golden. Yeah. We talked some spirituality, some God, evil, devil, some weird shit.
I had goosebumps, guys. It was strange.
I don't even know how to like go with it because I think we are going to talk about that, and then we're going to talk about our feelings and guys' feelings and emotions.
But we really went over a lot of conspiracies, bro.
Conspiracies, kind of insane. Thoughts, possibilities. I mean, like, well, it started because I seen the video on Facebook and I sent it to you, or I shared it and then I just sent it to your girl, and we were listening to it, and it was just trippy.
How'd that make you feel though?
What, the video?
Yes.
It made me think about a lot of shit.
Like, what you question in the video about the video?
I questioned what is evil? Mm-hmm. What is the devil?
Who is the devil? They say that God is the devil.
Who the fuck said that?
I swear it was in the video. Wasn't that said?
No, that's not what he said. What the?
Yeah, that God is kind of portrayed as, or no,
the devil. He called the devil a god.
Okay, yes. So, guys, all right. So, I'm not very familiar with the Bible, the words of Jesus and God, but I heard in the video, I'm not completely 100% sure if it's right or not, but that Jesus called Satan or the devil a god, right?
And a prince.
And the prince. And those were like two big compliments he told him or something like that.
Yeah.
I'm not 100% sure. So that's where I come in with, like, dude, they say that, you know, God is the devil.
I don't say that.
You wouldn't say so? Like, all these common things, like money, wealth.
I think that's just the devil.
That's just the devil?
Yeah. Then there's two separate forces.
Okay, so what other things were we talking
about?
That
stood out to me. I was like, why would you call the devil a god.
Uh-huh.
And he did in the video. It doesn't explain why he says that. It's just like he says that and he calls him a prince, and that the devil said that, like, that his world is his,
right?
And that God, like, why wouldn't God say that you can't give stuff out that's not yours? So he's basically saying that the world is his.
Mm-hmm.
The devil's, like, this is his world and he controls it, which that's fucking weird. Like, why would you let the devil do that?
Mm-hmm.
But then in the video again, it says that God's letting you be you. So why wouldn't he let the devil be the devil? Like, that's why he's letting the devil. Like, according to this
kind
video,
of just being open.
Yeah, I'm not saying I believed it, but I'm just like saying what the video said, you know. Right. But it makes me question the whole, like, all that, you know. Mm-hmm. I don't know, man. What really gets to me is like, what is evil or what is the devil, you know?
Okay.
And I find it very odd that Satan was like a good guy, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he tried to kill God, or he tried to kill Jesus Christ. I think, I believe so. Right before, the Last Supper, he did kill him actually.
Dude, honestly, I'm not 100% familiar. I wish I was. Let's just say this too. You and I both, I don't think we're very religious.
No.
But also, I know you said you do believe in God, right?
I'm very spiritual.
Yeah. You, I think that goes for me too. I would say I'm very spiritual too. Yeah. Just not very religious.
And I just have mixed emotions about religion.
Yeah.
I don't want to go too much into detail about it.
Right. That's okay.
But I'm more spiritual because my experiences, like my good and like connected to the higher power, have come from spirituality. You know, so that's why I believe, or I feel more like spirituality is a more important thing for me. Right. When it comes to,
well, there's a lot of different situations that happen to you, right?
Yeah.
Where you're just like, crap, like that's a message.
Yeah, it's a message. The whole
you feel it.
Yeah, like the whole numbers thing. This is one thing to really think about. The whole, when you see repeating numbers throughout the day, on the clock, on the address, that's something that a church or a religion can't give you.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just like, those have a lot, to me at least, those have a lot more deeper meaning than someone else reading like a script to me.
A Bible.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Singing.
It's just like how I don't know. I just feel like that's kind of like planned out. I don't know. It just, I don't know. Like I said, it has deeper meaning to me when I see signs or I feel signs.
I can relate to that, bro.
Because those are not like things that you go and look for. When you go to the church, you go look for something. Like,
yeah.
And I feel like, I don't know. I feel like God doesn't want us, like, He wants us to find ourselves. But like, how do I say it? Like, man. I'm trying to really think, and I'm not trying to say where I can offend anybody, but I'm just trying to say it in general. Like, I feel like when you go to church, for example, you go like look for something that's, you already know what to expect, kind of. I don't know. That's how I see it. Like I said, I don't know, you know, and I don't want nobody to get offended by me saying that. But I feel like when you see repeated numbers, or you feel or you see shit, you know, that really means and or touches you some type of way, that is some higher power like speaking to you, but it's just like, that's so personal, bro. You know, you're in a church with a whole bunch of other people. You know, when you see these numbers, most of the time you're by yourself. Sometimes you are with other people, but if you are with other people, it's usually not like in a crowd.
Dude, that's crazy to think about it, because you know, that's very true. You know, I don't really think I've noticed numbers like that when I'm with other people.
Yeah, it's very personal.
It is.
Very personal.
I know you and I both were talking about how this week we've been seeing numbers a lot.
Well, I told you about the threes, right? This morning at the gym.
You told me about threes, yes.
And I told you, if I see that number today at 3:33 p.m., it means something. I forgot how I seen it this morning. I don't know if
we were at the gym.
Yeah, but...
And you showed me.
That morning...
Oh, the morning.
Oh, when I went to go get a haircut on a sign...
Yeah.
I seen it, and then literally later down the road, I seen 333s again. I'm like, yo, like, what's going on? And I was like, okay, it was just coincidence. If I see it later today at 3:30 p.m., then it means something.
Yeah.
And it happened. I still haven't got to read the whole thing completely.
That's weird for me, too. when I get in my car, it tells me the temperature and the time right next to each other.
Yeah.
One time out of work, I think this was Monday. Yeah, like the day before Tuesday. Oh yeah, just Tuesday. We know that it was it was a pretty weird day for both of us on Tuesday.
Yeah.
But the day before, I got in my car. This was like maybe I got in my car, and it was 33 degrees out, and it was 3:33. You know, and I was just like, all right, I don't think that was a coincidence.
That's
hella
weird.
It's so weird. I don't know. I had a conversation with my mom. She's just like, "Look out for your numbers, Johnny." And I was like, "All right, cool. I'll take note of it." Yeah. So yeah, I saw the 333, and then I think a few days ago, I just recently was like 222, and I was just like, if I see this number again, you know, I told myself that I'm like, I don't want it to be just I just seen it because it was like random. I told myself if I see it again, I'll take it as a message. You know, I'll try to like take a step back and look around and try to see what the message is. You know.
I know what you mean, but do you think that you were seeing those same numbers in the past, but you just ignored it?
Yes. I have.
You agree?
Yeah, I have. But like,
have too.
It's just like, oh, it's nothing.
I was like, oh yeah, it's 3:33 p.m. guys.
So do you think there's a lot of people right now listening? Or if there's people listening, you know, like they'll think we're crazy for thinking this way?
No, I actually believe that half our audience, at least more than half for sure, is into...
Kind of gets it.
Yeah, because I was very surprised that, you know, when we had a conversation earlier, that it is more common that people are speaking about this numbers and spirituality. Right. And I see it a lot more now on my Facebook feed, at least. Like just the whole number thing and the whole like spirituality, listen to your conscience. I just see it so much more now. Yeah. And the whole vibe thing and energy thing. And I think it's getting there, bro, you know? Yeah. So I do think that people listening do understand what we're saying. I think
when we were just, the conversation we had before the podcast, we did say something about that. How, I guess people are more open to it now, you know? People are speaking about it more. I feel like a while ago, I don't know, maybe it's just our age group now.
Yeah, or maybe we were the ones just not in tune.
Because I was going to say, like, I feel like it goes with the age group.
Yeah, maybe when you get to
back in high school, middle school, like you wouldn't honestly, you would just look past everything, right? No one spoke anything about it.
I'm pretty sure there's a few.
But now that I'm 22, about to be 23, I hear about it a lot more.
It could be the age group.
And I want to say it's like around my people, the people my age.
Yeah, I don't remember anything about that when I was in high school.
Right.
No. But fuck, I'm joking. But the whole spirituality thing, though, I think that's a big. I don't want to say like it's slept on, but
you just got to be woke for it.
Yeah, like you gotta be like paying attention. You know, like I've always said, like to my girlfriend, I know in the past I was like pray, like find something, and she was always just like no, like why, you know. And I was like, don't like shut it down like that. Like give it a shot. She's like, oh, when I pray, nothing happens. And I was like, well, don't pray. Like, try to get connected to your inner self, to your spirit. You know, listen to your guardian angels. I feel like guardian angels are super real.
Real. I believe so too.
Because you know, grandma from our side, on Vargas side, she's very, very into like saying her prayer at night.
Yeah.
I mean, you've probably experienced it.
I've seen it.
She's like, okay, grandma. Tenemos que rezar. You know.
Yeah.
She's like los cuatro ángeles en cada esquina de la cama. I forgot the names, but she always says it. And if she's sleeping around, most of the time you gotta say the prayer with her. Yeah. So funny. But it's neat.
That's funny. Yeah, I remember when she would when she would sleep over my house, grandma, it was always something like weird like that. And I was just like, grandma, really? Like I don't really pray like that. Yeah. But okay, I'll do it with you. So yeah, it's kind of funny that you say that.
And then now you look back and you're like, it makes sense. Like, okay.
Yeah, maybe grandma's had that experience, you know, or I don't know. Maybe she's just.
But I don't. Spirituality is very interesting, bro.
And it runs in our family. You've been saying it runs in our family a lot. Do you think it runs in our family a lot?
See, I want to say that, but then what if just everyone experiences this too? But then I don't know. If no one experiences, then yes, it's our family. But if everyone experiences, then no, everybody just experiences.
Well, my whole side of the family is very spiritual, bro. I don't know if you noticed, but
see,
my sisters, my mom, me. I think that's about it. Gabriel's like very small experience. He's experienced it a little bit, but not fully like us.
My family is too, but we don't talk about it.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn, that's an interesting conversation you should have with your parents. Actually,
my grandma, my grandma was very into that shit,
and
that's why I had a conversation with her.
Yeah, that was awesome, dude. Our first day when we got to Texas, you know, you spent like a good 40 minutes.
Yeah.
A good 45 minutes just talking with your grandma, bro. And I was like, that's cool. And I knew what it was about too. I was just like, yeah, they're getting into it.
Yeah, it's neat, you know. And I asked you questions like, yo, like, do you feel it? Like, or do you see shit? Like, numbers, signs? She's like, yeah, yo, like, you know, she has a nice story that she was walking from her job or to her job here in Wonderland. And she dropped some money. And she said, like, that's all the money she had to buy groceries and stuff.
Right.
And, I mean, she has like, 1, 3, 4, I think 4 girls. And I think me and my little sister were born. I mean, me and Crystal were born. So it was 6 people. Well, I don't remember. I'm not sure. But anyway, she was walking, and then she said she dropped the money. But she knew she had the money at one point. And that so she realized she dropped it. And she went back and, like, walked her trail, you know. And she said that, she's like, God, I really need this money. Like, I really need this money. I really need this money. Like, I need to feed my family. And then she says that she found some money, but she don't know if it was her money. She doesn't remember. She said, I can't, like, recall.
Of course. She
said, I can't recall it, like, being my money.
Yeah.
You know?
And it's crazy, bro. I've heard a lot of different stories like that. I'm not sure, but on some part of my side of the family, too, I've heard it.
What?
That's, like, almost the same scenario, bro. You know, like, I need money, and then this person, they find exact change, bro. Like, what? It's not a coincidence, you know, like, it happens.
It's interesting that money can be seen as evil, but then there's experiences that you had that could be, like, godlike, and it involves money. Can you turn off your computer though?
What if, you know,
was the devil?
The devil's
Yeah.
Hey.
They
always say that about money, you know, that it's evil, it's greed.
Yeah, it's interesting, man, how they talk about money like that.
Wow. So, what else were we talking about, man? We kind of got off topic, but we were talking about that conversation we had over here
about the devil. But I want to talk more about the whole spirituality. And
but we did get more. I guess later down in the conversation we did a little bit.
Yeah, but I'm talking about right now. Podcast, like my experiences with numbers. I can't. Oh, the first numbers I did see were 444.
Like never?
Yeah, like that I thought about. It was literally like a year ago. When one day I left, I was coming home. It was like 444. You know, and then I was like, and it had to do with drop shipping. You know, I was like, I'm gonna check this email. If I got it at 4:44 in the morning, then it means something. And it was a drop shipping, something to do with drop shipping. I don't know if it was like some app or some shit like that like just letting me know something. But it was a good news though. And I was like 4:44. And I was like, what the fuck? That's so weird. And so I looked it up what it meant, and I forget what it is now. But it meant something. I was like, oh shit, like I'm going on the right path, you know. And that's when I started being open about the whole spirituality. And it was just like your angels are trying to communicate with you. And I'm like, oh, maybe that's why I've been feeling like this. Or maybe that's why I feel some type of presence. But I know it's not evil. And that's why maybe blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? So then that's how I started getting into it. And I started praying more. I started acknowledging it more. I started asking questions like, God, like, is someone looking out for me? My life was like kind of going the right direction, which kind of led to this now. And it all started like I said with the whole spirituality stuff, you know, seeing those numbers and then just kind of like giving it a shot, because I don't want to say I was desperate, but I was in a place where I was like kind of suffering a little bit, and I was like, believe me, I'm open to anything. So I started like, you know, researching, and I started seeing that, you know, 444 had to do with your angels trying to communicate with you. So then I was like, okay, like maybe there is something here. Like maybe God or his angels are trying to communicate with me, and I'm not letting them enter like my life. And then I was like, okay, like I kind of told myself, like, I'm gonna let like at that point I told myself I'm gonna let this presence or let this feelings enter, and then I did realize like, okay, these are angels, these are God's angels, you know. And yeah, like I started to get more into it, and I started seeing more numbers, and I started to feel a lot more presences. I started like feeling a lot more good vibes, and ever since then, bro, my life has been very different.
Damn.
And like I said, bro, the reason why I came here is because I woke up one day and I was like, I have to go.
Yeah.
And
any signs leading up to that, like you had to?
I've always said I wanted to come here, and it's so weird that I've always wanted to come here. I was more like, Johnny, like I want to go over there. It wasn't like, no, you got to come here, bro.
Yeah.
If you noticed, if you remember and you noticed, I don't think I ever told you like, bro, I want you come here. I was like, I gotta go over there.
Yeah.
Right. I was like, I gotta go over there and fix something. That's what my mind said, bro. I gotta go over there and fix something. And it's so funny that it's Mundelein.
Why Mundelein?
Because Mundelein to me, bro, has a very deep, like, it really, like, means something to me.
Why?
Just because of the past, like, my mom, we were born in Libertyville.
Right. Well, we used to live here for a while before Park City. Yeah. That's actually really weird.
You lived in Mundelein too?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah. I lived in Mundelein and Libertyville.
Both?
Yeah.
Wow.
No, Vernon Hills. I'm sorry.
Oh, you did tell me that. I lived in Mundelein. I was born in Libertyville, but I lived in Mundelein, and then I went to Park City.
That's so weird, dude. It's so weird. I always tell people I'm from Park City. You know, I was just raised there, I guess.
I sometimes like, you know what, I am from here, but a long time ago.
Yeah.
But it's weird that it's just like something was like I had to grab something from here, bro. Like I had to get something like to Mundelein. And I don't know, like maybe later down the road I realized what Mundelein was in the past, what this land meant. I don't fucking know. And then like now I feel like I don't know, like I feel like what I needed from Mundelein, like I got it, you know. And it's so weird. It's so fucking weird, bro.
You definitely figured something out in Mundelein.
Yeah, right? Yeah. And I feel like I had to come here to do that.
Your true self?
I don't know. I know I found my true self now. Like it's so funny, bro. It's not funny. It's so weird how now I know what I want to do in life. Like I'm just so like this is it, and I'm confident it's gonna work. You know, it's I don't know, but it's like I said, it all started with the whole being open to the numbers thing and reading about spirituality, angels, and it led to like this. You know.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro.
It is crazy, and I think for anyone who's seeing shit, like don't ignore it. You know? I've told you, like, bro, just keep an eye out. Yeah,
and dude, honestly, I think I've been seeing it a lot more just this month alone.
For real?
Yeah, definitely, bro. It's just, I think ever since I had that phone call with my mom, and she just really told me, like,
keep an eye out.
Yeah, keep your eye out, you know? And it's so weird because, she would always tell me this, like, even, like, this was years ago, too, you know? Just try to be awake, or, like, your time is coming type of thing. Like, just be patient with it. But I know you got something in you. And I'm like, all right, cool.
But I'll
take a look out.
It's so weird for me because no one ever talked to me about it.
Really?
I kind of figured it out on my own.
Yeah.
Like, it was just like I started seeing the numbers. I was like, what's going on? You know?
On your own.
Yeah. And it's like my mom, like, and the thing is, like, my mom knows. But she doesn't talk about it. You know? And it's just like, my grandma knows. She never really talked to me about it. But it's like, why nobody talk about this? Oh, shit. That's not good.
Yeah.
But, it's weird how nobody ever, like, talked to me about it, you know, or spirituality, like, oh, keep a lookout for signs, or it's just like, oh, God's gonna take care of you, and God this, God that.
Yeah.
But never any more, like, deeper explanation. Which I think is weird.
But no, I mean, that's what's happening with me, you know, ever since that call. I'm telling you, like, I just been seeing the numbers more. I'm trying to, like I said, just taking that step back, you know, and go into that third person. Like, literally, think about it, like, the way I see people that are woke, I always think like of the third eye, you know, and I always like image it like right here in the center of the forehead. So that's what I like try to do, you know, try to image myself doing. You know, I just like literally take that step back, you know, and just use your third eye. Actually, like see what's going on, and that's what like the message is trying to tell you, like or like the numbers at least is what I feel. But yeah, man, it's just been crazy this month.
What do you think the numbers mean?
Like,
why are they there? Why are they showing up? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I just honestly think that, like, you should take a step back and realize what's actually happening, you know? I think they're messages from angels. That's what I think.
That's what you think? Okay.
Yeah, definitely, bro. I'm very, like you said, too, like, very connected to angels. Mm-hmm. I know I just told you this earlier, but, like, I feel like my brother's my angel, you know? Mm-hmm. It's just, like, I always have that person just looking out for me, and I'm always trying to, like, well, I'm telling you, just as of lately, just like these things have been happening to us and me.
Well, I think I've told you that. What? I feel like sometimes I feel like I'm an angel.
You're what?
Like an angel.
Okay. Like you've told me that before.
It's weird.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like you're here for a reason, type of thing.
Yeah, but I feel like I'm what do you call it? Like I'm becoming an angel. Mm-hmm. Like I was meant to be that, but like I'm being like coached and taught, hey, this is how you do it. This is how you should be if you want to share love and positivity. Right. Cause dude, like you might think like right now, like I could be some type of way sometimes. Mm-hmm. I used to be worse, bro.
I know you were.
Yeah, it was funny, and it's just like now, I'm a lot more open. I'm a lot more understanding, even though sometimes I know you think, or I know a lot of people think I'm not, but I am. Yeah. And it's just like, but I don't know. I feel like my purpose is to share, like a lot of positivity and a lot of good energy, and I find that interesting. I'm happy about it, but I find that very interesting, bro. You know that like my whole intention is like I want to make you feel good. I want you to feel the good vibes, and I want you to push you to do something and motivate you to be something. You know, that's it.
Yeah.
It's just like today, like my whole writings on my notes. Mm-hmm. I think that's weird that I do that.
Like just writing just your moods, right?
Yeah, but they're always positive.
Oh, I was gonna say, dude. Finding your true self. Dude, I think I'm on the path to it at the moment.
I agree.
I've never felt like this before. It's just like, yeah, dude, I'm on the right path, and you have to find your true self.
Why do you think that's important?
I think, oh my god, it's just what we were talking about too, bro. To make it to heaven, do you think? To make it to, because we're saying that this earth right now might not be heaven.
Oh, you were saying that.
Yeah.
I think it's hell, yeah.
Yeah. Let's just say earth is hell, right? Let's just say we're going through it. I don't know, but we have to break that fourth wall, you know,
Why fourth?
Because I don't know.
I was like, you're specific on that one.
But not exact. What is it? I don't know. I'm literally just trying to say like you have to just break out of like just like a fucking imaginary wall, just to fucking like become your true self, you know? Like kind of just.
So you think that's important to make it to heaven?
Yes, to make it to heaven, of course.
And you think this is hell?
Kinda. Like this is your test, you could say, you know?
I don't know, man.
What?
Cause like, I feel like if you say, is that your cat?
Yeah, it's Shiloh.
I feel like if you say Earth is hell, I don't know. It's so hard to think that sometimes. Like I feel like it is, but it's just like I'm happy.
Okay, let's just maybe it's not hell. Maybe it is just Earth.
No, I think it is hell though.
But okay, so I know, but you say you're also happy. All right, let's just. It's weird. It's weird to call it hell.
Yeah.
It's weird to just call it hell. All right, like
okay.
Let's. All right.
It's Earth.
It is Earth.
And
Earth is Earth.
It could be hell.
Yeah. Who knows? Maybe. But like, okay.
It's.
Oh man.
I don't know. It's just. It's very interesting, and like it's so funny because we were having this conversation, like sober. Yeah. You know, and now we're not sober, but like still though, I think people do think about this shit, and hopefully people can relate because I think that's also part of finding your true self in some form of way. You know?
Yeah, like I said, it might just be the test whether you make it to hell. I mean, to heaven.
Yeah.
You know.
But I think, like I said, I have this theory, right? This is my theory of life.
What is
you
it?
know, is that you have yourself, you know, and like I've seen these in videos. You know, people say like there's this water bottle, right? And the water bottle is like your physical yourself. The water in there is your spirit. You know.
Okay.
So for me, it's just like you have yourself and you have your spirit, and I feel like in order to communicate with the higher power, you have to find your spirit. You know, like you have to find your soul, because I feel like a lot of us don't pay as much attention to the other side of us that we have, because we all have like sides of us that are very fucking personal, that like we might or we might not talk about sometimes.
Yeah, it's just the stuff that nobody knows but you.
But you, yeah, like that's you and something else, which I believe that it's your soul.
Your soul,
spirit.
it is.
And I feel like that soul and spirit is connected to the higher power, because I feel like if it was physically possible for like me to see God or to feel or to like see that there's a heaven, like that's not, I can't see it, but I feel like my spirit and my soul can, and I feel it through my soul. Like I feel those emotions and the feelings, sensations in my body through my spirit. So I'm saying it's like when you find your real self and like you love yourself and you find who you are and you figure stuff out, I feel like you're getting connected to your soul and your spirit. So, and then you get connected to God. But that's just like a theory I have,
Yeah.
Because I never be as connected to God till I found out who I was and what I wanted. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, man. I know, like I said, I feel like I'm barely starting the journey.
Yeah. You said what?
I said I'm barely starting my journey to finding my true self.
Do you think that's important though?
Yeah, of course.
Why?
It makes you happy. You're living your best life.
Can you believe that?
I don't know, man. Like, I just... The thought of just finding your true self is just... It's amazing,
But it's crazy to believe that some people ignore that.
Right. I know... Well, there's just people I've seen before. They've been friends, they just never, try... I don't know, you just kind of see them sleeping type of thing.
And it's just like, hey, you're not alone. Like, I feel what you're feeling. I know what you feel. Or maybe I see what you see, But it's crazy to... But, fuck, I don't even know what I was saying. But, some people ignore that, that other thought or that voice.
Do you think they ignore it or they just don't hear it at all?
I think they ignore it. I think they just say, oh, whatever.
That's interesting.
Think about. I think everyone has that voice. Yeah. I really believe that everyone has that voice.
You ask a stranger right now, do you have that voice in your head?
I'm like, hey, do you ever find yourself talking to yourself in your head?
Hey, baby girl.
Or do you ever have a gut feel? I'm telling you, bro, the whole gut feeling, it's not like, oh, I feel something in my gut.
Put your butt down.
It's like someone's telling you something. Like a force is telling you something. That's why you get that gut feeling. I don't think the gut feeling is like a coincidence. It's like you literally
and that's so weird, bro. I've been telling you lately that I've been listening to Reddit stories, and I think that was one of the topics, where gut feelings save your life type of thing. And they have. It's just like, oh, a lot
of stories about that.
And it's crazy. I'm telling you, those Reddit stories are crazy. They're insane. Like I said, bro, I think we should make a podcast about it.
Probably, yeah. The next one's coming out. But yeah, I feel like people do have that voice, but they don't ignore it. Because if you ask them, you ever get a gut feeling? If they say yes, most of the time they're going to say yes.
I think so.
And it's just like, okay, then there's a force communicating to you, whether it's God or some spirit or some other force, who knows? But there's something communicating with you. What do you do?
Staring at lady.
But yeah, bro. I feel like there's something out there, and some people just let it be.
Yeah.
And I feel like we need to acknowledge it.
Everyone, that's your message to everybody right now.
Yeah, bro. acknowledge the numbers, acknowledge the sensations, acknowledge the feelings, because they're there.
Feelings.
They're there, and they mean something. There's deeper meaning to it.
Yeah.
Like you said, take a look back, third eye perspective.
Yeah.
And like 360 view, like what's going on, what's happening, where am I at, what am I listening to, everything. You break it down, bro.
Right.
It's like me. I seen 333 today at the gym. I was kind of down. I I'm gonna like relive it almost and understand what was going on, and what was going on this morning too. I was gonna go get a haircut. I wanted to look good. Like what was I feeling? What was I thinking? Those things. I'm trying to think about everything. Like just break it down, and I feel like things will click in your head. Mm-hmm. It just makes a lot more sense. Damn.
Lady, what is wrong with you, girl? That is girl, right?
She's sticking out her tongue a lot too. She's just like, no.
Really?
Yeah, being weird.
The fuck? What's wrong, girl?
She's trying to get freaky.
Nah.
Calm down, please. But yeah, bro. I wish we were a lot more knowledgeable in this.
Right.
Or just like.
I think we'll only get better at it too.
Yeah. But it's like something like who dedicates their whole life to religion and to spirituality.
Mm-hmm.
That would be interesting to have as a guest one day.
It would be nice.
But I mean, do you want to go into the whole men's feelings?
All right. Well, that's like we said earlier too. It's like a drastic change of subject, but we did want to touch up on it a little bit. Why not?
I'll make a clip on men's feelings to know that this is a men's feeling podcast
yes,
too. But
so
you gotta listen to get there.
Yeah, we did want to. Like I said in the beginning, we wanted to touch on 2 different subjects. Mm-hmm. So now men's feelings.
Why do you think it's important? Or why do you want to talk about this?
Okay, so first and foremost, I think men in general just like to keep their feelings hidden, right? Okay. Like it's like a sense of pride. I feel like. Do you think you could relate to that?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I just want to know what you were gonna say.
Yeah, dude. It's crazy. Well, I think you and I both wanted to start this subject just because of like the talk you and I had. I'm telling you, like that one talk, like two weeks ago, deep. And it was pretty triggering. Like I said.
But yeah, I want to talk on this topic because I know we have male audience, and I think it's important for them to know, like, you can speak on your feelings.
Yeah.
It's okay to talk about what you think, even though it might sound dumb, or it might be like, oh, like stop being a baby, or stop being sensitive, or stop, like man up. You know what I mean? Because I feel like I've dealt with plenty of those things in the past. Mm-hmm. And I have a lot of friends that have too. But yeah, and it's like the conversation we had. It's just like, I think me and you obviously are getting a lot more comfortable talking, at least communicating. I think we communicate like crazy good now. It's interesting.
Yeah.
But it's just like, I think I told you, I was like, dude, it's important that we have these conversations.
Well, what was really happening was I know I was feeling down one day.
Yeah.
And you noticed it. You kind of caught the vibe right away. And I think this was a few days after you had a bad day too,
I do want to say this before you start talking about that. The reason why whatever you're going to say is important is because when we would start talking earlier, when I first moved here, I would kind of be ugly about it. Like I was like, I feel like I would come at you and you feel like you couldn't open up to me because I would say some shit.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So this is just like background?
Yeah, I kind of want to give a background why that's important.
Okay.
Like to guys.
Yeah.
Because I think you felt like you couldn't talk to me.
Okay.
Because you would be like...
That was an issue.
Yeah.
I think in the beginning.
It was an issue.
Yeah, dude. I mean, it was just like this one time I was just trying to have like
my opinion.
Like a second opinion, yeah. And I was just like, crap, like...
An asshole about
it. Yeah, I felt a little insecure about it after that. Mm-hmm. And I think after that, like, I kind of was just keeping those type of feelings away.
But I feel like a lot of guys feel that insecureness when they tell their best friend or the homeboy.
Yeah.
Like, hey, man, like, and they're just like, oh,
so,
like, you're dumb. You're
yeah. So, I don't know, man. I think just the boys in general just gotta be little bit of understanding too. You know, just be open to your bro. You know why the fuck not, dude? But yeah, man, like I was just asking for some advice, you know, and I felt like I couldn't. So I guess since that time, bro, like I just kind of kept my feelings to myself, you know, and they build up.
I was really like sad that I did that to you.
Yeah,
I got to me.
I remember that day clearly, you know.
Me too. When I told you, like, hey, man,
like you knew something was up that morning too, and you asked me about it, and I was like, all right, like fuck it.
Yeah, like
I'm gonna tell him. Yeah, and you were kind of testing me, I think that day.
I was.
And I was like, bro, I got kind of mad.
Like, it's not light, and I'm like, fuck, you're right. It's not. Like, you're just like kind of telling me like, what if, and this is what I could be feeling. You know, you were just like. You know, and I was just like, like,
I think that was another, bro. Don't feel bad about it. Like, honestly,
I did though.
Yeah. It's just you didn't know either.
Yeah.
But fuck, what was I gonna say? It's just like, I think that day, it was like another triggering day for us. You know, like something triggered after that day. You know, I got pretty upset. I was like, no, like I didn't talk to you for the whole morning at work.
I know, like.
He's like, ooh, he mad. Yeah.
Take my water up.
Oh, okay.
Why do you keep doing that?
Lady, come on. Jesus Christ. She's being crazy, bro.
I know.
What you want, girl? Come on. Behave.
But you were saying that, I mean, that morning we didn't talk. Or
yeah,
you didn't talk to me.
I didn't talk to you.
Yeah.
I was pissed. I was low-key pissed.
I was like, man, this guy's mad.
And you were like, bro, why are you mad at me? And I was just like, bro, because of this, da-da-da. You know, I snapped. I was like, this is fun. I don't know.
And I still was kind of being an asshole, like, about
yeah,
that.
you still kind of you stood your ground. And I was like, oh, bro, I was like, you know what, forget it. You know, fuck it. And then I think just later throughout the day, kind of like low-key talked about it. But I was pretty upset. And yeah, ever since that day, man, like...
You felt like you couldn't...
Yeah, like open up to you like that. And I know we had another situation too where I was just like, I want to tell somebody. I had to keep it to myself.
Yeah.
And I was struggling, you know?
And I remember, I know you wanted to, but I remember I was like, if I can give you any advice, this is what it would be.
Yeah.
And it's going to be kind of cold, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, but, you know, I'm going to tell you. Like in a small, like if I wish I could have got it to tell you in a more detailed perspective, and eventually I did when we had that other conversation.
Yeah.
But it's just like, and then it's just like, fuck, like I see the damage it can do to a guy.
Right.
Yeah.
It you could really tell. I know. Okay, like this is just another scenario that happened to me recently, and made me want to talk about it a little bit more. But I remember, like, a kid got picked on. I wouldn't say picked on or bullied. It was just a topic that he was uncomfortable with. It happened at my work, at my job. And
do you want to say what was the scenario?
Maybe not, just not to keep it. Just keep it a little personal to him.
Oh, okay.
For respect. I don't know. It was a touchy subject for a guy, you know, like. Every man's like so proud of this. I don't know. Like it's just a guy subject.
Yeah.
It was. I don't know. Pretty it was a rough one for him, like, and everybody was like kind of like joking to him about it, and it made him seem like I obviously just felt how uncomfortable he was when everybody was talking about it. Yeah, you know, and I was just like, I was kind of cringing, like I don't want to hear it, I don't want people to talk about it, and I seen the damage it did to the kid, you know.
Damn.
Yeah, it was fucked up.
Was he older or younger?
A little older than me.
Okay.
A little older, and I remember just like the rest of the whole day.
He had a tough day.
Yeah.
Damn.
He didn't speak. Like me and him we were cool.
Yeah.
Like damn. I saw the damage, you know?
See, that's an issue.
And I'm just like, I don't know. Like,
they're real problems, bro.
We shouldn't treat people like that. Like, especially, I don't know, boys between boys, you know, but like, keep it cool.
I think the whole teasing part is, it's okay. I think it's cool.
Like, there's a limit to it.
Yeah, but I think that's what make bros. Like, we like to troll each other. We like to talk shit.
Yeah.
But I do want to say, like, when your homie needs you,
yeah,
be there for your homie.
Yeah.
You know, like, hey, bro,
and
like,
That's exactly what I did, bro.
Like, this girl hurt me, or like she cheated on me, or like, you know what, like my family. Like, I want
when it comes to those topics,
like when it gets real personal to a guy, like I think it's like we should be open to it. Like, just because you're a guy doesn't mean like, you know, you got a dick and all, but it doesn't mean like you're just manlier. You know, like obviously you're physically manlier, or you're a fucking man. But, you know, we got feelings too when, like, we do get hurt, you know, and sometimes we get sensitive about shit.
Yeah.
And there's topics that do make us feel insecure, you know?
Yeah. But I think that's what happened. And, you know, like you said, you got to pick those homies back up. And that's what I did. I kind of, like, I didn't approach him, like, immediately or anything like that. But it was sad to see him like that. And I think I kind of made up to him, like, the next day. Not made up to him. But, like, I came up to him, and I was just like, oh, like, I was trying to get to the subject, but not, like, directly. I kind of approached it, like, I don't know, differently, you know? I was like, hey, man, like, what's up with that? Like, you all right? Type shit. And he was just telling me, like, his feelings. He actually opened up about it a little bit, you know? He was just like, hey, man, like, yeah, kind of, bro. Like, he kind of opened up to me, like, why that was the situation, you know? And I was like, bro, like, I get that. I respect that, too. There's nothing wrong with what they were, like, joking to you about, you know? So I made it cool. Like, I don't know. I made it up to him like that. But, yeah, man, it's just, like, men keep those feelings, like, very hidden.
Very hidden.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, it was, like, the conversation we had. And the reason why it's so important, because it was a magical conversation. It was a magical moment, not just because, like, the conversation we had, but how we were, like, very, very mature, and how we handled the conversation.
Oh, wait. Okay, no, go on. Sorry.
Because I remember, I mean, you were having a tough day, and you told me you couldn't tell me, and, like, you let it out, you know? And I was just like, damn, bro, like, I want to be there for you, you know? Like, why? I was like, I really wasn't there for you. Like, I felt that. And then I was like, that's not the first time I did that to him, you know? And I was like, fuck. And I remember I was in my room, bro, and I was like, I gotta talk to Johnny. Like, he's going through some shit.
Yeah.
You know? And then you were just like, you kind of were like, well, you know what, bro? Like, now that we're on this topic, I'm gonna tell you how it is, too.
Like, straight up.
Yeah, and I was like, tell me, bro. And I got a little, like, hurt. I was like, damn, bro. I didn't know. I was like, you felt that way.
Yeah.
And ever since then, I was like, okay, bro. Like, and if you notice, like, both of our attitudes and our approach to each other definitely has changed.
After that,
and we are a lot, like, kind of cool again, like strongly bonded, cool.
Yeah,
because it was kind of missing for a minute.
I was gonna say that.
You know.
I was gonna say that. Yeah. I know it was missing. Like, I guess the little magic between us.
Yeah, like, we wasn't that. Like, I don't say we wasn't that cool, but we weren't having the conversations. We weren't talking as much. It's like, you do your thing, I do my thing.
Yeah.
We were like roommates for a minute.
Yeah, I know you had another, I would say, like, a touchy subject too, and you opened up to me about it, you know?
What was it? You could say it.
Like, the whole your girlfriend moving here situation, right? I know you were sad, you know. You were very sad, and you explained that to me, and I saw the pain you were going through too.
Dude, I was broken.
I was just like, oh man, like, that poor guy, you know. Yeah. I was really thinking like that, bro. And again, I was just there for you. I was just open, all ears, like, understanding his foot, bro. And I'm like, dude, I get you. Like, do whatever you gotta do. You know, I understand.
And it feels good that I can do that, though, bro. Like, that's the thing that, as guys or men, whatever you want to call us, I like, you know, whatever. But it's just like the power that has when you get to kind of let it out your chest. I think I even told you that conversation, like, dude, like, just get it out your chest. Or, like, when you need to talk, like, just let it out, bro, because you do feel some type of relief.
You do.
You do feel kind of loose, like, like, okay, I'm back in the groove. Like, I'm loose. I'm not stiff. I'm not tight. I'm not feeling all this, like, pressure. Like, you know, and then you let it out, and you're like, bro, like, I'm sad. Like, she hurt my feelings. Or, like, bro, like, I can't believe, like, they told me that at work. Or, like, bro, like, you know, like, just be honest, you know? Like, there's nothing wrong. Like, every guy's different, you know? Some things are going to get to others differently and whatever, you know?
Yeah.
But it's just, like, men need to talk about their feelings, bro.
They sure do. It's very important, man. And I'm telling you, like, our relationship has changed ever since that conversation. Yeah. We just, like you said, man, we were losing that like bond between us.
Yeah.
And after that, like, we're back, and I would say even better now.
Yeah, we're like the false nights. They did this, like we need to do
right
that.
after, dude.
Literally,
and
day after.
I think the day before was when we were trying to record a TikTok, and I told you straight up, bro. I'm like, you know what, bro? Like, I'm really not feeling it right now. You know, I don't feel genuine.
It was the night before, literally.
I think I was just like, I don't feel like myself right now.
You're like,
we're
this
genuine.
shit's, like, fake.
Yeah, I didn't feel it. I know you were like super excited.
We had the conversation. And the next day we did the TikTok.
No.
I thought we did.
I think it's the other way around, bro.
Okay.
Because after that, I was like false 9, like all the way.
I want to say you're right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So after that night, bro, like, or just that entire night, I told you, like, dude, I don't feel like myself, you know? I knew something was wrong with me.
Yeah.
And then that's why I also wanted to open up to you the next day, you know?
Yeah.
I was like, hey, bro, like, you know what? Like, I haven't been feeling like myself. Like, there's something between us.
I told you. I was like, dude, what's going on, bro? 'Cause you're different.
Yeah, I know. And I think it was just since that situation, too, that I wanted to tell you about. I was just like, yeah, bro, like, I needed someone there, you know?
And then also, too, like, for me, it was just like, I know, like, you were going through shit, but I was like, how do I approach him?
Right.
You know, and I think that's difficult for dudes, too. Like, you know, like, your homie's going through shit. But, like, what do? Do you ask him, like, hey, what's wrong? Or do you say, like, hey, bro, you good?
Right.
You know? And I think, personally, like, from my experience, I think it's just best to say, like, hey, man, like, you haven't been like yourself lately. Like, you good?
Yeah.
You know?
That's a good approach.
Because, like, I mean, I like, as far as, like, we live together, right? So I get to see, usually I know when you're going through some shit, you know? And you should know, like, when I'm going through some shit, too.
Yeah.
You know, like, it's like, we see each other every day, we leave each other, whatever.
Even though we try to hide it as best as possible,
Yeah.
I think we could still see it.
Yeah. And I think that's the best way to approach it. They're like, hey, man, like, you're not being yourself today. What's going on?
Right.
And I remember that day. I'm telling you, it was very, like, I remember it so vividly because I was like, I need to talk to Johnny.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because I remember I was telling my girlfriend, I was like, man, me and Johnny need to talk.
Oh, that's
like,
funny.
There's stuff going on that there's some, like, tension, but there's like other shit that we just gotta, like what are we doing?
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
And then, I mean, it was just like, hey, bro, like, what's up?
Right.
And then I kind of told you how I felt about shit, you know? And then I was just kind of talking to you, and you kind of opened up to me, like, for the second fucking time.
Yeah.
That thing, and I don't know, bro, like, why do you feel like sometimes, obviously, you kind of told me that you feel like you couldn't open up to me.
Mm-hmm.
Why else do you feel like you can't open up to me? Like,
I'm telling you, bro.
not just about, like, in
in
general.
In general, yeah. I think it's definitely just that man pride.
Mm.
You know, you can't be a crybaby.
Yeah.
You have to be a tough guy. You know,
Man
up. Yeah, if you're going through shit, just man up. Forget. You know, there's no excuses type of thing. That's just me. That's just how I roll, I guess. Yeah. But yeah, man, like it creeps up and builds up, and when it builds up, that's the worst.
It's scary.
Yeah,
it's dangerous.
It is dangerous.
Because I mean, even me, I'm like, nah, like, you gotta be a man. You can't cry. You can't do this. You can't express yourself. Like, you gotta be a man. You gotta be a man. You gotta be a man. And I was like, fuck. Then I started to question, what the fuck is a real man? You know?
Oh, didn't you say something about that, bro?
Yeah, I was like, real men express their fucking feelings.
No, I said you said something. No, wait. Frig, man.
I think that's like a real man doesn't hide. I said some shit like that.
Yeah.
I remember. But yeah, it's just like I feel like a real man doesn't like I don't want to say that, I guess you can say, like, kind of puts their ego aside and their pride, and they get a little vulnerable and they put their feelings out there, and I think that's man, like that's like man, like,
yeah,
to put yourself on the spot, like, vulnerable as fuck, get judged. You could get judged, most likely, but you know what? You were saying fuck it for the best, like, for the better, you know.
Yeah.
I think that's manly, bro. Honestly, because when it's easy to hide your feelings, bro.
It is.
It's easy to hide your feelings. It's easy to act tough. It's easy as fuck. What's not easy is when you go to fucking bed and you're laying there, think like that. You know you're putting up the act. That's not easy. That's difficult, you know.
Been there, done that.
And I feel like, bro, I sleep like a baby now. I had issues sleeping. I mean,
I know that actually. Wait, but do you think it's because you're able to be so expressive?
Yeah, it's just like I got nothing to worry about. It's like I got to get it all out today.
Yeah.
I got to tell people and I tell you all the time like what I be feeling like on the spot. I'll text you, bro.
I'm mad right now, bro. I'm happy as fuck right now, bro.
I'll send you some shit like, bro, look at this.
Yeah.
Like I'm feeling this shit right now. I had deja vu. And I'll just text you, bro.
That's crazy.
Same thing with my girl. I'll just text her like, hey, like I'm happy as fuck right now. You know, like, man, I'm sad. The other day I called her because I was sad. I was like, man, like this is going on, and I don't know if this is gonna be able to be opportunity for me. It's like, why does this happen to me? And I wasn't like mad though, but I was just expressing what I was feeling. And then, bro, I had a good day after that. It was like I called her during lunch, and I literally had a good day.
So it is awesome, bro. Actually, I mean, I've opened up. You know, and I think when I open up, I definitely feel a lot better afterwards. You know, it's just like, okay, finally got that off my chest, bro. Like, it's like, okay, now you can move on.
Yeah. Cause you do get caught up in those thoughts if you don't let them out.
Yeah,
it's just really constantly over and over and over, and it fucks with you bad as fuck, man.
Wow.
And you're just like, man. But when you finally tell somebody that, I don't want to say it disappears, but it's not constantly in your head like that.
Yeah.
Like, you got it out. And I feel, and the reason why I think it's just important that men talk about it is because, like, or I mean, what I'm gonna ask you, like, why do you think it's important that men do talk about it? Like, what do they benefit out of it? What do they get out of it?
Yeah, like I said, bro, it's just a sense of relief. I think it's just like, oh, finally, you know. I mean, well, I've been through some pretty depressing times myself. Like, I've been depressed, and I think it's because I also didn't have anybody to open up to, you know. And I think that's very true, actually. Now that I think about it. I was just going through a lot of feelings and no one to talk to about it, bro. Just me and myself, and I think that's what broke me. Yeah, I think that's what got me there.
Yeah, man.
So yeah, it's very, very important for a guy to open up.
Yeah, I mean, now that you say that, like when you were depressed, I'm thinking about when I was like down or my lowest. I didn't tell nobody nothing.
Right.
Just day by day, moving, sad. You know, going through the motions. And that's the worst.
Yeah.
That's the worst. So when you just going through the motions, it's like whatever. Yeah. Yeah, bro.
There's no better way to say it.
Yeah, you're literally just moving. And it's just like you're just stuck. But I don't know, man. I feel like as a man, you obviously represent like the male male figure. Depending how you take dominant, but I like to use dominant in some form or way as a male, you know. It's just as far as when it comes to like the world, like I mean the lion, there's apes. Most of the powerful or the strong figures are usually males, you know. And I'm not saying like females are not strong and shit, but I'm just saying like in the world.
I get it.
You go to the jungle, most of the time, the king of the jungle is like a male.
Right.
A lion, you know, or a fucking ape.
A gorilla.
It's a male.
It's a male.
Yeah, most of the time.
I get what you mean.
I don't want to, like, you know, I don't want to get into all that BS, you know, females and whatever. But I'm just being like kind of.
I know what you mean.
Yeah. But anyways, as a man, like you kind of you gotta be like that. I don't say you have to be like that, but you do gotta represent like the male.
I think so.
In some type of way.
Yeah.
know? You gotta show some dominance. You know.
Yeah.
In some form of way. Obviously, you don't gotta beat nobody up. You don't gotta like, oh, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. But you gotta have some type of dominance. You gotta be some type of male. You know.
It's so funny, bro. Just today, I don't know if you heard me or anything today, but I was just like, I guess my girlfriend was asking me like, why are you doing that? I'm like, cause I'm a man. Why are you wearing shorts out today in the snow?
Oh, I do. I heard that.
Cause I'm a man. I don't know. It's just like a sort of sense of pride type of thing.
But as a man, like you kind of do. You got testosterone in you. Like you got that like man feeling. You know?
Yeah.
I don't know. Men know what I'm talking about.
Yes, and there's obviously no disrespect to the feminists out there.
Yeah. But it's just like as a man, you gotta be repping something, and I feel like a lot of men get caught up in that shit. Like, oh, I gotta stay strong, I gotta stand my ground. I gotta have my pride up, my ego, everything. You know.
They can't see me weak.
Yeah. But I feel like it's not like it's not about that. You know. But like, yes, you do gotta show some type of strength and dominance in a positive way, though. You know, I feel like a lot of people just pretend and be like, oh yeah, I'm dominant, or yeah, I'm strong, by being mean or by being assholes or just aggressive, you know. Like, bro, I don't like those people.
Yeah.
You know, if you're a man and like you want some shit like that, like you ain't no fucking man. I don't give a fuck.
Damn.
You know.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just how I see it. Because of David Goggins, he's a fucking man. He not human, bro. He on some shit. But it's just like and then I feel like back to the important. I feel like as a man, you're a leader in some form or way. And as my beliefs as a leader, you got to bring in peace, unity, obviously a good role model, a form of positivity, like, you know, something to look up to, people see good.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like that's like a man's role. And that's why I think where the whole communicating your feelings, your thoughts, your emotions is very important. You know, like, I mean, good example, today I had a fucking argument with my girlfriend about some stuff, and I was just telling her how I felt, you know, and it led to a very dangerous argument, you know. It did, like, I'm not gonna lie, it did, bro. And I was just like, either I tell her how I feel and I kind of take the argument like a champ, you know.
Take the L.
Yeah, I don't want to say it's an L though.
Okay. Just kind of like taking it on the chin, bro.
Yeah, just like
accepting it.
Like, I'm gonna walk into this fucking storm, and I gotta get out alive, you know.
Yeah.
And it got dangerous, but we fixed it, you know, and we talked it out, and we found some solution. Like, she got what she. I don't want to say she got. I don't want to say that I got what I wanted.
Yeah.
But I gotta open up.
There was an understanding between you two.
Yeah, like we agreed, you know, and we met somewhere in the middle, you know. And it was just like, okay, like, if you want it to be like that, or you really want that, then I agree with you. But if it's gonna be like that, then, you know, it should be like kind of like this or kind of like that. I was like, yeah, I agree, you know, then it should be like that, you know. And then I was like, okay, well, and then it was like more like, well, this and that. We were starting to agree. A lot of disagreeing, a lot of going back and forth in the beginning of the argument. Then towards the end, it was just like, okay, like, what are we gonna do? Like, how are we gonna do it? And it was like straight up, like, hey, like, if it's either this or it's either that, you know. And I really don't want it to be that, you know. And it's just like, okay, whatever. We started talking, and, you know, I still was respecting her, and she was still respecting me, and, you know, kind of being open. I was like, tell me what it is, tell me what's up, tell me what you're feeling. I want to know, because it's important for us to have this conversation and how we're gonna have it right now, because later, I don't want you, or I don't want to say anything and bring this back up, because I really want to talk it out right now, and like, just hold each other accountable too for any mistakes that could happen. It's like, hey, we did have a conversation, you know, like, this is not, you know, whatever, like, both of us to be known and aware. And I was like, we have to be honest about our feelings, to like know and to really understand what you're feeling, and for me to understand what you're feeling. And I was like, look, like, I'm sorry that maybe it seems kind of dumb or funny to you or childish, I don't know, but those are my beliefs, and I feel like that's how it should be. And it just really would hurt me if it wasn't like that, you know. And it's just like, that's just how I feel, though.
You were just being honest.
I'm just being honest. That's just how I feel. And then I was just like, and then she understood what I meant, you know, finally, like, at the end of it.
Yeah.
But it's just like, if I don't have that conversation with her and I don't tell her, I know me in the past, and I've done this in the past, I don't speak about it, and then one day I'm just like, hey, like, it's over, you know.
Yeah.
Just because I let it build up.
Because you kept those feelings.
Yeah, I kept it to myself, and I was like, well, it's because a few weeks ago or a few months ago you did this, and it's just like,
okay,
like, what the fuck? I didn't even tell her.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's kind of on me. And it's just like shit like that you can prevent. Or it's like me and you, like, we don't have that conversation, and you know, fuck you, Johnny, I'm going back to Texas.
And it's all because we didn't open up to each other
and have that conversation. We're like, you know what, fuck you, like just leave, or like I'm out.
And think about it, dude. Like if we never had that conversation between you and I, bro, like who knows where the fuck we'd be right now? You know, we'd probably still be kind of distant from each other,
just doing our own thing,
type of thing, bro.
Yeah, and ever since that conversation, it's just like we got a lot of weird shit that happened.
A lot of weird shit,
and on an instant.
In an instant, literally one day like this, everything fucking changed.
Yeah, I think it's for a good reason, good cause, good reason.
Of course.
But it's just like, what happens if we don't have that conversation?
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, so just, you know, always try to make sure to open up to the homie and be understanding for the homie.
And I'm going to tell you something. I've had a lot of friends. I had one friend that I called a brother, you know, 10-year friendship. Mm-hmm. I went to another state with him to start our own business, to make it happen, make dreams a reality. And it was just a total, like a fail, bro. It was an L, and I was like, fuck, like, I don't want to be your friend, bro. Like, I don't want to be like that, you know? And it was sad to realize that after 10 years, bro, as a friendship. Mm-hmm. I had another one that, like, I seen this person as a mentor, and I feel like everything was a lie. The whole friendship was a lie.
Damn.
I was like, were you really trying to help me, or were you trying to, like, benefit out of it? You know what I mean?
Wow.
And it's just like, what the fuck, you know? And it's just like, and that's another thing. It's just like, if you and me don't communicate clearly and express ourselves, either we leave in bad terms, or either we just leave in bad terms, or like we just like, hey man, like, you know what, like, we see the world differently, like, let's just go our own ways. Mm-hmm. Like there's nothing wrong with that either.
Yeah.
You know, and your real homie's gonna get you. Like, if he's your homie, he's gonna be there for you.
I don't understand.
Yeah, bro.
Well, I think that's what we are so far, bro. We're pretty real homies. I think so.
And it's so funny because my mom, she's like, we'll see how you and Johnny last before you guys start arguing. And even I think my girlfriend has said that. I don't want to lie, but I think she said that.
I think you're in luck, bro. Because like I said, I'm a pretty understanding guy, bro.
Yeah. No, I know. But still, man, as a guy, you're going to get fed up with certain shit. You know?
Yeah, of course.
But it's important just to speak out in general, too. Like, for females, now, it's just like, oh, I know what you want to talk about.
What?
I think I know what you want to talk about.
Well, it's just, you know, I think
expressing yourself to your female.
Yeah.
To your girl.
Would be good too. But even them, like, just, I guess, like, I don't know, man. Just, like, I think even females should just consider, just in general, overall, like, consider that men do have their own feelings too, you know?
Because I feel, at least in Texas, I do feel like a lot of females just don't pay attention to a lot of guys' feelings down there, bro. Uh-huh. Like, they're very, I don't want to say they're hard, but they're a little different, you know?
Okay.
And I think, like, in every region or every state you go to, people are going to be different. But I feel like over there, you do got to kind of, like, man it up, you know, and not talk about how you feel. Like, shut up, boy, you know?
Yeah. And
it's just that maybe it is like that Texas mentality or whatever, or that mindset.
I think just women being independent.
Yeah, that's another big
not
thing.
Not very, like I said, considerate. But I don't know. I don't want to judge females for that. But like, I'm just saying like a little tip for females.
Yeah.
Just be considerate. That's it. You know.
Yeah, because even me in the past, and it's funny because me and my girlfriend were talking about this earlier. She's like, "You remember how I first was?" And I was like, "Yeah, you was so fucking rude and mean to me."
Gosh.
I was like, I would tell you something and you would like kind of laugh about it and just be mean. I was like, yeah, I had you like that. And I was like, yeah, you fucking did. And I grew up here and I fucking told you what's up. And she's like, yeah, but I kind of like that though. And I was like, yeah, you say that now, but when we fight, it's not. But anyways. But yeah, I was just like she's like, oh, chill, don't do that to David. Relax. But it's just like even at the beginning, I was like, this is why I don't want to open up with you, because you would just be so mean and rude about it. Mm-hmm. And I feel like sometimes, even in the past, like friends that were females and girls that I was in a relationship with, it was like,
oh my gosh,
I couldn't I couldn't like open up because you were gonna say some dumb shit. Not dumb shit, but like I was gonna feel insecure about it, or I was gonna feel like some type of way. And it's just like, oh, I can't talk about it then, you know?
No, I mean, I know I've been through something like that too, bro. It was pretty toxic, to be honest, you know?
Yeah.
It's just like, you try... I mean, yeah, it's happened to me before, and I think that's why it creates, like, an insecurity for me. Yeah. You open up to someone, and they just, like, kind of laugh about it, and it's just like, bro, I tried.
Yeah, you know? Like, I tried.
Like, dude, I did, like, it took me, a lot to open up, and kind of just laughed at me. It's just like, fuck. That shit hurts.
Yeah, and as a guy, like once you get hurt like that, you don't want to be there again.
You don't want to do that again.
Yeah. And I feel like since a guy has like, I don't know, I feel like a guy like their pride really gets in the way, and they're just like, I ain't going through that shit again.
Yeah.
You know, and you don't want to talk about it. You don't feel nothing.
Damn.
But overall, like as a dude. Like your feelings matter, bro.
Definitely.
Your feelings matter. And I mean, again, the reason of this podcast is to be there for the people, man. Obviously, we're there. We love soccer and we're there for the soccer community. But for the people that are not fans for soccer and they do listen to this podcast, we do have people that listen to this podcast and don't really fuck with soccer.
Dude, this doesn't just have to be soccer related. I love that it's not.
But it's here because we want to have conversations that people are not willing to have. And we're here to make the conversations that it's okay to have these conversations.
Yeah, definitely.
Now that I ask you, but now that I say that, why were you down for the podcast?
For this one?
Like in general. Why were you down for a podcast?
Oh my gosh. Stop. That is such a hard question to think about right now, dude. Because, when was our first podcast? What was our first? Before Halloween?
Yes. Because we did the cards, and then we did an actual podcast, which is episode 102. And I remember your friend said, why is it 102 and not 101? Because 101 was the cards and 102 was the actual podcast. I forgot what we talked about. But it was so fucking cringy.
I don't even want to look back at them,
man.
But
I'm gonna pull that shit up.
Yeah, I think the reason why, dude, I don't even know why I just hopped on board, type of thing.
Really?
Yeah, like no intention really. It's just like, why not? We were just going through a lot of hobbies, I think, at that time.
But like I told you, like I wrote that shit like over a year ago, about a year ago, and I have podcasts on it. Like I've been wanting to have a podcast, and I know why.
Oh man.
But I'm asking you, like, you were just like, fuck you, or
like,
no?
Yeah, no, I was like, fuck it. And here's the thing too, bro. I don't know if I used to be pretty camera shy.
Yeah.
Very camera shy. Also, this is funny, bro, but dude, I failed all my speech classes.
Damn.
You know why? Because I didn't want to talk.
What the fuck? Yeah, it's funny that you
and now I'm here and I have a podcast.
And you have a lot of people, or not a lot, but you got people telling you got a nice voice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you know.
In this microphone.
Yeah, bro. But again, I mean, for me, like the whole intention of the podcast.
Yeah.
It's just again to make sure like you're not the only one. It's okay that we have these feelings. And we want to hopefully when we bring in more guests in the future. We have people with different lifestyles, different point of views,
different stories,
and they get to express their feelings and their emotions, and we get to kind of share that with the False Nine community or the fans or the listeners.
Yeah.
And like I don't know, for me, for this podcast now, it's just like I want people to listen to it and have some sense of relief when they listen to it. They're like, I'm not the only one.
Mm.
They know what I'm talking about. Damn. They know what I'm feeling. That's what I want.
That's great, bro.
Yeah, bro. And I mean, shit. I don't think he said that's last week, but there's no better way to end it now.
Yeah, man. Guys,
gals, speak your feelings.
Yeah.
You know, and the first time you do it, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be difficult, but it only gets easier from there. You know, just like you see us in this podcast. First one was pretty ugly. and now we're a lot more calm. We sound better because this mic.
Yeah.
And you only get better from there.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys. I don't know if you want to say anything else.
Dude, I don't know. I said this since New Year's. You know, just keeping my promises. I think just not taking anything for granted, and I think this is one of the things too. You know, it could be friendships, relationships.
Yeah.
You know, you just gotta stay true to them, and like I said, don't take them for granted. And again, too, just doing my best at it.
Yeah, and the thing is too, like you might get hurt.
Yeah.
You know, you might get your feelings hurt. But
at least
that's okay.
Spoke about it.
I think no, like I feel like you're gonna get hurt. Well, I don't know, but you might get hurt. But at least, like, I feel like whatever it is, at least now you know. You know something.
Right. Okay.
You know something.
You got an answer.
You got an answer, and it might hurt. Yep. But now you know. I think.
But let's be optimistic, guys.
Yeah.
All right. Let's hope for the best. Be open.
Yeah. Yeah. The bigger picture is like you're gonna benefit out of it. It's gonna be good for you. And shit, you tie that in to your form of spirit. Who knows where that will take you? You know.
Right on.
And guys, this is episode. What did I say? 116, 117, 118. I don't know, but we got some good shit coming. I know. We don't know if next week we're gonna talk about what soccer means to us. And then I know I wanted to also talk about how people really gotta focus on themselves, you know.
Okay.
And try to grow and be something. I don't know. We'll figure it out, but I know we want to make the next few episodes very exciting, for a very specific reason. You know.
Season 2 coming up. What?
I don't know. We got something special coming up, and
season 2.
Season 2, and we want to finish season 1 very, very strong. And yeah, guys, just stay tuned, and we only get better from here. I mean, shit.
That's right.
We only fucking get better, bro.
This is just the beginning.
This is the end of the podcast, episode 116. I enjoyed this one. It's cool. It was fun.
It was alright. I liked it.
Yeah. And stay tuned for next episode next week. Peace.
Peace out.